New York City, the Big Apple. A bustling global metropolis and a power center for finance, art, culture, entertainment, and pretty much everything else. ICC Cricket 360 traveled to the city that never sleeps recently as the USA Cricket Combines reached its climax. The program itself aims to identify the best talent from across the country.
The Combine process sort of started in the middle of last year. We've gone around to 8 different centres across the country, and it's essentially a talent ID exercise. But it's been really good in terms of learning more, particularly about players, but also about local coaches, facilities, local administrators, and working with the cricket community in the US to put these on. And yes, so far it's been a great process to be involved in.
Organised by ICC Americas in collaboration with the US cricket community, the Combines followed an open application process where players sent in their league stats along with a short video describing their cricketing ability. Be it at senior male, female or under 17 level, the response was tremendous, as more than 1,000 applications were received, with 500 players eventually attending. And at the Combines itself, players were put through a series of fitness and skill tests along with matches over a few days.
It's always good to get an opportunity to assess yourself and see where you're at and see how far you can go. And I think that's the Combine has given us the ability to do that. And it's always a great opportunity to be able to utilize that and have the facility and the ability to do that.
It's also a really good way to keep us motivated, that people care, ICC and all the other authorities out there, they want us to play. So it's a really motivating factor, really.
The players themselves are what makes the Combine so special. Many of the individuals here have travelled far and wide to be at these events, and each of them have their own unique cricketing story.
I came from a softball background and field hockey, and I found a Craigslist ad for cricket about six years ago. Raj Padi from the Bay Area Cricket Alliance was coaching women of all levels, and I'd say a lot of my skills kind of translated from other sports, everything except the cricket batting technique, which was something I had to learn from the ground up. Just several hours watching videos and practicing. I found this sport to be actually the most exciting and challenging out of any sport I've ever played.
I was working in a batting cage. I was training to play independent ball down in Texas. And as I was there were some guys playing in a batting cage, so I was like, hey, let me try. And they let me try. I did pretty well. They invited me out to play on their team, and I started playing there.
What may come as a surprise to many is that cricket in the United States dates back to the 1840s. The USA and Canada faced each other in a match that attracted over 10,000 spectators. Today, more than 175 years later, the game has seen quite an upswing, with over 50,000 active players and several leagues all over the country. Better yet, for the first time later this year, the USA will play host to the ICC World Cricket League Division 4 tournament, which will be held in Los Angeles.
World Cricket League 4 is obviously a big tournament for the senior men in the US. It's later this year. Obviously, they would love to get promoted from that event. This process hopefully has given some indication on how wide that talent pool is, which the selectors can pick from. And yeah, obviously that's a big step in hopefully the pathway for US cricket to climb up the global ladder.
No doubt, these are exciting times for cricket in America. With talent in abundance, the Combines have certainly done wonders as far as the national and youth teams are concerned. And for a country that prides itself on sports like baseball and basketball, cricket is slowly but steadily making all the right inroads.
All cricket lovers want to see cricket grow, especially in USA, a major country like this. And everybody wants to play, so it's amazing. I think they should do even more of these,
Well, I'd like to see it much more mainstream around here and not have to explain to complete strangers how do you play that game? What's this all about? I think we've got the resources and the population here and the skill level to make this a really strong sport, and I would love to see cricket as a more strong competitor on a global scale.
The future for US cricket's exciting. I think they can mix it with those top associate countries, your Irelands and Scotlands and Afghanistans, in years to come. The rate of improvement is sort of the slightly unknown, but if those talented players can be supported with good coaching and a good process that nurtures that talent, I think the sky's the limit. There's some talented people here and some talented kids coming through the system, which is great.